Welcome to our webinar titled A Strategic Planning Guide Made Simple, all about finding clarity in your next step. Brought to you by Consciously Exposed Consulting, on the go, clarity to grow. Yes, my name is Leonard. I'm the founder and lead consultant of Consciously Exposed Consulting. And yeah, this webinar topic, it's all about your strategy. Your business strategy feeds your mind, right? It's all about the mindset. But we're gonna kind of give some tip and strategy because, um, you know, the journey of entrepreneurship, starting your business, growing your business, redefining, it can be a project. It can be connected to your personal life, professional life. The reality is, it's all about making sure that you got a strategy and what do we mean when we talking about strategic planning guide, right? We all need a strategy, but I like to make a thing simple, simplify things. So number one definition, simplify, very simplify things. You got to learn how to simplify things. Strategic planning is like a GPS for your goals. Without a clear plan, it's easy to feel stuck, overwhelmed, and not sure about your next move. It happens. All right, we got great ideas, a lot of ideas, but we get stuck. And I think we're leaving a time where we trying to either redefine or start new things, but it's good just to think about strategic planning, strategic planning. So whether you're an entrepreneur, professional, leader, this guide will help you create a plan to find clarity, focus, and actionable step forward. It's very important to do that. Who I am, who am I? Consciously Exposed Consulting. We simplify strategic planning with that consulting framework. It's called Artistic, Psychological, Cultural Strategy. So, in our workshop and training, we help our clients, using art, using psychological insight, cultural framework to help them improve, whether it's their marketing and branding, leadership, team development. Really look at how to engage diverse consumer, look at also consumer behavior, and tap into a diverse ecosystem. So that's our motto. And it's also a human-centered approach that really connect creativity, emotional intelligence, and cultural insight to help you make confident decision and achieve some growth. So yeah, all right, let's dive into the guide and so we can start building a roadmap tailored to your goal. Let's do it. Let's get it. Who I am is not important, but hey, listen, I'm an American consultant based in Boston. I'm the founder of Consciously Exposed Consulting, the creator of the APC Framework. Expertise in psychology, leadership, and cultural intelligence. I help individual businesses bridge gaps, solve problems, and grow with purpose. You can make money and at the same time make an impact. Credential is there. You can, MS in psychology, behavior health. Currently pursuing a doctorate in leadership psychology. I took a break, but I have over 15 years just consulting, man, advising and coaching. Certified Google data-driven decision. It's good to really bring the expertise in data. Graduate for the McKinsey Forward program. McKinsey is one of the big consulting firm, global. We did, I believe, 10, 15 weeks of just diving into some serious um, courses on just be more resilient, leadership ability, just improve your leadership style. So we do that a lot. Of course, we're minority certified business based in Boston. We love to advocate for minority-owned businesses, and we do have extensive experience in African diaspora engagement, building partnership. We also advise and coach leaders, institutions, small business entering the African market. Africa is one of the fast growing economy and emerging market in the world. So we do that. So there you have it about me, but I'm not important. But listen, the APC framework, it's I was going to say French. I have an accent. But listen, framework is a fresh approach to strategic planning. You got to be different these days, man. You can no longer do things the traditional way. You got to be different. You got to think outside of the box. So our framework, as I mentioned earlier, artistic strategy, meaning that we see the big picture. Paint your vision of success. What does it look like? Use creative thinking, use art, just to imagine possibility and set clear goals. For example, your life is a blank canvas. What color, which means goals, and shape action will fill it. Painting. So be creative. That's what we mean. Art, we use art, storytelling, and poetry, visual art, um, just to tell a story, just tap into emotion, so folks can be creative, right? Psychological insight is it's all about understand your emotion, your motivation, your mindset. When you're trying to set goals, when you're trying to plan, don't overlook your emotion, your motivation, and your mindset. Identify what energizes you, what give you a lot of energy, what you're passionate about, and then what's holding you back. So, for example, think yourself, think of yourself as a plant. Are you watering the roots, which means self-care priority, or letting weeds, distraction take over? And self-care is everything. Prioritize. Listen, it's hard, but I think if you tap in psychology, psychological insight, basically on focusing what matter, right? Remove distraction, remove this mental block. So it's good to kind of incorporate, integrate some sight, right? Cultural intelligence, all about work with your environment in a diverse market. Listen, you got to align your goal with your surrounding. Diverse consumer, diverse markets. But whether it's your market or your team or your community, it's good to really tap into developing creative strategy that really connect with your audience, your environment, culturally speaking as well. Because if you're launching a business, you got to think about how your product or your service fits into your audience culture and daily life. Culture is everything. Don't overlook. So that's our framework. Now, the phrases of planning um, has a simple roadmap. Here's what we say. First, start where you are in terms of your assessment, because you got to develop a roadmap. When you start talking about planning, first, start where you are. You got to do this self-assessment. It's very important. Uh, which means that you got to take stock of your current situation and be realistic. What are your strengths? What are the things you need to improve? What are your weaknesses or what are opportunity and threats? That's how you assess yourself. Kind of figure it out. Come on with a list, right? Take stock of your current situation. For example, packing for a trip, right? If you're traveling, what do you always have and what do you need? Second, dream big. You got to dream, man, but be clear. Visioning. Have a vision. Define your destination. Where do you see yourself in 1 year, 5 years? These are the questions to ask. For example, choosing your dream vacation. See, I'm simplifying these things. Are you heading to the mountain, to the beach, or the city? Like, where are you going, right? So these phases are very important to keep things simple, simplify the process. And then the phase of planning continue where now you're getting really specific. Set some small goals, right? Some goal setting. What's the goal? Turn dream into actionable goals using the SMART method. We know all about SMART, SMART. SMART stands for specific, meaning what exactly do you want to achieve? M stands for measurable. How will you track progress? A stands for achievable. Is it realistic? What you're trying to achieve? You know how we do. We got a lot of ideas. It's tough, right? Is it relevant? R stand for relevant. Does it align with your bigger purpose? Time bound. T stand for time. Like, when will you complete it? Are you gonna have time to get things done? So the example is like, let's say you say, I want more money. I want to make money. It's better to say, I want to earn it $10,000 more in 6 months through freelancing or consulting. So basically, you just have to clarify more, get more specific. If you want to make $10,000 in in 6 months through what to selling, consulting, okay, boom, that's the goal. So yeah, once you get small goals, you're gonna be good. And then next step, get motivating execution. You got to execute. You know how we do. I mean, listen, we have a lot of ideas, but I think you got to execute. Break big goals into smaller, manageable steps. For example, you want to start a business? You want to start a project, start with brainstorming ideas, research competitive, and draft a business plan. It's very important to do that. Because at the end of the day, if you kind of if you don't have execution, it's just going to be hard. So we have to be able to execute constantly. Execution is very important. Without execution, it's hard. Um, we got to execute, execute, execute. No tech stuff here, so we good. Um, yeah, and also check and adjust evaluation. You also got to regularly review your progress and then just kind of pause if you need to. Um, and oftentimes, yeah. For example, think of your GPS missed a turn. So it's good to kind of recalculate and keep going. Make adjustment, you know. That's part of life. You got to make adjustment as you plan your goal, as you come up with your strategy. Um, Now, the other part here is practical tool for strategy planning. So this could be your homework, uh, SWOT analysis workshop. SWOT, not a SWAT coming. But again, stand for strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threat. It helps you see what's working, what's not working, and where to focus. Strength, yeah. Remember, make a list of what are you good at? What makes you stand? Come up with the list. What makes you different? What makes you different? What's so unique about your personality? So these are the strengths. Example, strong client relationship. Maybe you're good at building a relationship with client. You have a very unique product. You're great at leading a team. Think about your strength. Second, opportunity. What chances can you take? Right? What trend can you leverage? Maybe new partnership, maybe looking at expanding internationally overseas. I don't know. Maybe incorporate more technology. So it's good to give yourself opportunity to grow. Let's look at also now next year weaknesses, opportunity for growth. What's holding you back? What can you improve? Time management, I think we all do. We have limited resources, weak marketing. Listen, I know we all need money. I'm saying that what can you do to work on yourself as an entrepreneur, as a business leader, as a small business, so on, right? Yeah, you got to stay busy. It's always something to do. Work on you, right? Work on yourself. Threat is what external challenges exist. Is it maybe new competitive? You're trying to start a business or a project. Is it maybe new competitive? Economic changes, shifting customer need. It's a lot of challenges out there. You got to list your threats, right? So these are a worksheet that's very helpful. It is available. We have access to it. You also have access to it. So the homework is basically this. This is it. That's it. That's the worksheet. The worksheet. Sorry. Write your goal. What do you want to achieve? Example, I want to grow my business. Okay, second, make it smart. Be more specific, get into details, which mean, okay, I want to increase some sales through doing more online ads, right? Measurable, I want to grow my sales by 20%. Achievable, I want to use marketing, email marketing and social media. That's how you're going to achieve, right? Relevant, you got to build income and brand awareness because that's relevant. You're here to make a profit, build your brand time, and you want to do it within 6 months, right? That's the goal right there. Then you want to track and adjust. You want to review progress, how you doing. You want to check your monthly sales numbers and just refine your strategy as you go. The bottom line here, your goal is you want to grow your business. You got specific, you're trying to have a plan to measure, to achieve it, be realistic and make it relevant. There you have it. You just have to break into step, list small, actionable task. This is not a new conversation. Of course, it is a struggle doing it, but you got to practice like this. Um, Now we talking about another worksheet where it's all about growth strategy. There's a tool called NSOF Matrix. It's very popular out there. It's online. It's a theory, but I like to kind of break it down in a very simple way. It's basically for growth strategy. Whether you out there, you're trying to refine your business and you're looking to expand internationally, you're looking to kind of just make big move and focus on product and your services. What else can you do? You want to maybe penetrate new markets, maybe new products. The case is it's about having a strategy where you can look at things in a very visionary, big deal way. That's what I think growth strategy means. So it's kind of this fourth growth strategy. One is market penetration, which means sell more of your existing product to current customer. For example, offer discounts or run to loyalty program, right? So you have existing product to current customer. That's market penetration. Second is market development, meaning that find new customer for existing product. Example, expand to a new city. You can expand in New York and Boston in the South, targeting a new audience online, for example. Maybe there's a better audience online somewhere, on another state, right? Three is product development. Create new product for existing customer. For example, launch a new feature, add some extra service like delivery. It's so many ideas, especially when you want to launch something new. Of course, always do market research, but these are fourth growth strategy. The fourth is diversification, creates new product for new markets. Example, enter a different industry, partner with another business. I think that's the way to go in the time that we leave. Learn how to collaborate, partnership, partner whoever you can and to be different. Innovation means you're merging industry, you're merging different sectors together. An artist want to work with a painter. I think be creative, but these four growth strategies are very important to kind of help you have a strategic uh, plan, have a strategy, and how to guide you to just long-term vision. Some simple real life example. We did talk about the APC framework that we use in our consulting firm, which is autistic psychological culture strategy. Yeah, we had an example. A Boston-based entrepreneur wanted to expand into Senegal, but did not know where to start, which is the case with many of my clients. I did advise them how to enter Senegalese markets because I have liaison across Dakar, and they have come to Boston. So we use artistic strategy to design culture relevant branding, tell the stories. It's all about culture. One way to penetrate the African market, you got to start with culture nuances, to understand the local, the language, and so on. And we apply psychological insight to build confidence and address fear because, of course, you're nervous. Of course, you're scared. You can have all the money in the world. But what makes you guarantee think that you're going to do successful in another country? So it's the mindset. So we got to do psychological insight, psychological assessment, and kind of focus on internal, build your confidence, focus on your skill set, on tool that you need to be successful in growing, expanding across another country, and leverage cultural intelligence to create a marketing plan tailored to Senegalese audience. Because at the end of the day, when we talk about, for example, expanding across African market, you got to be able to talking about culture and language. So many languages across Africa. You can grow across Africa. I do have some webinar and some content about how I advise and guide people to enter the African market. But it's very important to create a marketing plan tailored to the local audience. If they don't speak English, tailor your product into the language, hire a translator, connect with the local, with the leaders of that market. So, and the result, when you partner with the local artisan in Senegal, is with the hope to expand and potentially increase your revenue by 50% in 6 months. That's sort of kind of we did with a couple of our clients. We're still going working at it, but at least we got to the step where connect them. If you had to cross that car, brought some delegates from Senegal that came here, and really this concept of using arts, tell your story, right? Connect with people to relationship. Design thing that's so culture relevant. These are small steps that you can build as a framework to penetrate a new market and to expand. All about part of the strategy, business strategy. Final thought. Yeah, so strategic planning does not have to be complicated. I think with our framework, we make it simple. We'll help you find clarity and focus. Help you to get creative too. You got to think outside of the box. If you're not a creative person, hire people. Align your action with your value and goals. Don't overlook these things are very important. Sometimes people do struggle in business or with client engaging their client and consumer because what value you portraying? What about your goals? It's either you want to make money, go home, or you want to just last. You got to sustain your business. So you got to think strategically. Everything is about a strategy. Move forward with confidence and purpose, man. Keep going, keep pushing. So there you have it. If you're ready to take the next step, let's get started. Your clarity and growth guide are waiting for you. This is all of our information. Listen, reach out, email, connect, call so we can help. Because at the end of the day, we live in a time where you gotta have a strategy. You gotta think strategically, holistically. Um, by doing that, you give yourself a chance to grow locally, to expand, to even live locally, thrive in a globalized world. All right, until next time, stay inspired, stay composed in your journey, for you have been consciously exposed. Thank you.